Namaste. We do the mantra. Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha, everyone. Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Okay. So, this morning the topic is how do we learn? Last 2 weeks we discussed the Vedic theory of knowledge and then how to remember things and how to relearn things and how to learn from yourself, right? How your body works, how you speak, how you breathe, how you walk, how you think, how you sleep, how you wake, right? All these things you learn. And then you also learn, listen, you also learn from everything outside. Like you learn from sun, the moon, the earth, the solar system, the things that are in your house, the buildings, material, the fuel. I told you the fire, what is fire, right? Fire needs fuel, air and oxygen. And without oxygen there is no fire, right? So you do the science experiment. So how you learn from animals? You learn different things from different animals. There's so much to learn. And the most neglected and the smallest, not smallest, close to smallest creature is ant. Right?
Well, there's also tick. Smaller.
Yeah, I know there are many smallers and smaller and smaller. I told you what, I will tell you what is the smallest thing. So ant is very small, it crawls very slowly. If it has go from here to the road, it will take probably a few months. if it lives that long. Yeah.
Well, I have to. What's interesting about ants is that they can carry a leaf.
Yes.
They're so tiny.
Okay. So what we learn from ants is they can carry something bigger and heavier. They can carry, number one, carry big and heavy. Write a little faster, carry big and heavy. And number two, what we learn from ants? Now just imagine, if you have to carry heavier than your own weight, it will be really hard. Right? Very hard. But ants can do it. Number two, what we learn from ants? That's a very interesting. Just, you have seen ants crawling, right? And if you put something in front, what happens? They go turn this way and still go that direction.
I tried to do that.
Right?
I tried to do
If you
that.
put your foot,
Try to do what?
Try to get the ant.
if you block an ant
Oh,
path, what do? They come
you
here
just go around.
and they go around and still they go in the same direction. Which means in your own journey, in your own life, if you have some problem, difficulty, right? You just avoid it, go around it, don't get in the problem. Right? Okay, what else do we learn from ants? Third thing, you say, when stopped, find another way. When
Did we
stopped,
mention that they're the strongest animals in nature? They can carry up to 1,000 times their weight.
yeah, carry big and heavy.
But the strongest, pound for pound, strongest animal in nature.
When
They're
stopped,
so tiny.
Pound for
find
pound, the strongest.
another way. When stopped, comma, find another way.
Good one. Good choice.
And what is the next thing we learn? It's very important. They help one another. One ant help one another. You may have seen an ant carrying another ant on its back. right, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
If some ant is injured or even dead, they don't leave it. They carry.
That happened, remember?
Yeah, they carry on their back or they hold it in their mouth and they walk, chuk, 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 they keep walking. They are so concerned about other ants. So similarly, people are also concerned about other people, and if the other person is injured or needs help, you help them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Good boy. And the next thing, what is the next thing? If they have a big job, number 4, if they have big job, they divide the work among themselves. It's called division of labor. Like one ant cannot do everything. They divide their work. You do this, you do that, you do that, you do that.
What is that called?
You told me one thing, and you told me one of the ants is stores the food. One of the ants makes sure the food doesn't get rotted.
Do you know what that's called?
What?
A
No,
colony.
there is a lot more. Actually, here is how they divide their work. One or two or few, they go finding where the food is. So like if in this house they have to find somewhere some sweet or something hidden, cookies, right? They go and find it. But they don't start bringing it. Because there is a whole other group will go bring it. They go back to their hole and they tell everybody from their smell.
I heard that they make a little mark.
Where they walk,
They poop.
they don't mark. Where they walk, there is some smell of that area, that food,
Leave a trail.
which then they go back. And when they go back, people know, other ants know that, okay, these guys have found something, right? So they follow the reverse path of those ants, chuk, 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 and go and find exactly. And they are the ones, whole bunch of them, and they pick up small pieces, and keep bringing it until that thing is finished. Then they find another. Okay?
Yeah.
And then there are a whole bunch of ants inside where they live. They're waiting when these goodies come. They pile up inside, store it, make a storage. And then another group of ants spray something from their body that these things don't rot for months. You see? So all summer they are busy collecting food. Of course eating food, but collecting for winter. Because in winter they cannot even come out.
It's so cold.
It's so cold. They can't. So all winter they stay inside and they use the food that they collected during summer. Which means that people also do the same. They save something so that if there is a problem, something happens, they have some food or money or clothes that they can still wear it and eat and live. Right? One more. Then, in winter, how do they survive in the winter? Is how they use their mind. Because all winter, inside, cold, they are imagining summer. They are imagining sunlight. They were imagining warm. And this thinking about summer saves them getting cold and frozen. Which means you can use your mind to change your personality, your body and your situation. Right? If there is something very not nice, something very dull, you can't play, you can't read, something you are stuck somewhere, you can imagine. You can imagine something which is not here. Okay? This is a kind of meditation that ants know how to do it. So all summer they collect, all winter they imagine summer. And as soon as the first warm day comes, they are out, walking around, roaming around, and looking for food again. Yeah.
So, when you were talking about in like summer, they look for the foods that are in winter. That reminds me of the story with that cricket and the ant.
Yeah.
Which story?
There's like a story with the cricket who's just playing the guitar, rolling around when it's summer, and the ant is collecting all this like food, and then the ant says to the cricket, "Hey, you should be collecting food. Winter is coming." And then when it's winter coming, the cricket is so cold he has to go. He goes in the ants carriage and they eat together.
Yeah, right. Okay, so in this way, what happens is that the whole group of ants are in good shape, good condition. Everybody gets food, even if only a few of them collect it. Everybody gets food, even if only a few of them store it. And everybody gets food, even if only a few of them go to find it. Which means they work together as a group, as a big family, as a society, that they take care of one another.
Pretty smart.
Right? So you can put number 5. Let's say put number 5. Care for one another. Now just imagine, Jay, imagine if we learn all these things from ants and use it in our life. Everybody will be happier, right? And there are many other animals you can learn from. You remember the rabbit story? Rabbit and the tortoise? The tortoise goes slow but doesn't give up.
Yep.
And he breathes slower so that he doesn't get tired. And rabbit runs very fast, but he has kind of ego. Look, what turtle cannot win this race? So he rests and falls asleep, and the turtle reaches the goal, right? So you learn that even if you're going slow, you keep going, keep trying. So lots of things you can learn from bugs, from butterfly and caterpillar, all those things. That's my favorite. Become somebody better, different. Okay?
Metamorphosis.
Yeah. Okay, so that is learning from other creatures.